Watching a streamer play Detroit Become Human. Almost didn't want to stream today. Ooh, where the heck am I going? Almost didn't want to stream. Oh, need to do that. All right, here we go. The presumably finale of this game. I'm just gonna get it off my chest right now that I have not written down as much as I would like for this game. For the most part, it's been kind of tame in regards to my thoughts. All right, so last time we reached this point, we went back, so gonna go forward. Here we go, here we go, here we go. You set a course through the channel and into uncharted, turbulent areas. The storms of Andra's mortar encompass the visible horizon. Hurricane winds roar like an imprisoned beast, blowing with enough force to warp the very seas. Past the curtain of rain and above the swell of waves, you can just barely perceive the outline of colossal Adra pillars. Let's get into it. No sooner does Galleon head into the turbulent waters than you catch sight of a ship speeding after you, its sails flapping violently in the winds. Someone has followed you. It remains to be seen whether they can keep up, but for now, the storm is concerning enough. I don't believe... Alright, I don't know anything about sailing, okay? But when I'm thinking of sailing, okay, boats are huge. Alright? And, like we got people up on these high masts and things like that looking out into the water. The ocean's basically a wide open place. How do you follow somebody on a boat in a wide open space and not get caught? Someone explain that one to me. Headscarf whipping in the wind, Beodil frowns. Gods, Captain. If any of us had known. With a shake of his head, the mariner chuckles. Dang. Little Luca stands at the rail. Much as I hate agreeing with Beodil, dang. There ain't no charts for what lies ahead. Perched on the rail, one hand clinging to the rigging, Tuliak laughs, lip curling over uneven teeth. You kidding? This is exactly the kind of stuff I signed on for. The hand howls into the wind. The hand? A hand falls on your shoulder, and you turn to see Grim Kuldran. We go now where gods would not have us tread, yet their scheme guided us here. Inexorable and uncontrovertible. That's controvertible. I don't know what that means either. The hand's smile balances on the knife's edge between comforting and disquieting. Have faith. Both hands on the wheel, Oswald stares across the white caps. We're really doing this, ain't we? Setting sail into the mortar itself? Gods help us. Let's see. This will, we're a pirate crew. This will unite them. Just think of how much treasure awaits us on the other side. Tulak Longfist laughs happily. A boat for every sailor and a keg for every boat. Beodil chuckles quietly. Treasure's tough spending for a dead man, Captain, but we take your meaning. The mate shouts across the deck. All hands to stations. Forward we sail toward plunder and booty. The crew cheers. Woo woo! Heading into the mouth of the storm, you hear the sound of tearing canvas as the wind batters your sails. An unforgivable omen to start of a hard voyage. You press on in spite of all misgivings, intent on making it to the bitter end. Looming in the water directly ahead stands a pillar of Adra. It reaches up from the sea floor to pierce the sky like a god-sized finger aimed in accusation. Or you can worry about the pillar ahead. Your ship jolts and the hull groans against Adra lurking unseen beneath the waves. Your ship's black wood hold takes the beating without incident, though the pillar itself remains a threat. The choppy currents spin your ship toward a collision course. Smashing against the pillar's gargantuan trunk would make for a quick and unceremonious end to your journey. After a series of hard turns and some clever cheating of the wind, your helmsman narrowly steers the ship out of harm's way, missing the pillar entirely. I didn't know this was going to come into play. Oh, we could have just died right there. Normal Adra pillars are in evidence ahead, but the storm grows fiercer as you persist in challenging it. The howling winds threaten to shred your your sails to ribbons, and visibly is dropping fast. What begins as irregularity in the water current broadens as the sea churns open a maelstrom. Your ship balances on the brink of being swept down. The tide redoubles its pull, intent on drawing you closer to the inescapable, hungry maw. The wind howls in fury, threatening to tear your sails to ribbons. With a sound like a whip, the dragon-wing sails catch the wind and hold fast. The whirlpool still looms ahead. The only option is to sail at full speed, breaking the whirlpool's grasp by force. Your swift maneuvering breaks the ship free of the maelstrom's deadly grasp, at the unfortunate cost of your sails, which take heavy damage from the turbulent winds. Go deckhands! The howling of the wind builds to a constant shriek, and the rain pounds your deck with relentless animosity. A wave swells ahead, monstrous enough to eclipse your vision. The prow of your ship slowly rises to meet it head-on. I didn't know that was called the prow. Even if you wanted to, you could not turn back now. Your crew masters their fear and holds fast to their post. Against all odds, the ship crests the wave successfully. In spite of the crew's haggard state, a cheer goes up in your honor when everyone realizes they are still alive. Your ship rides the sheer slope of the wave and crashes back down, staying upright all the while. It doesn't immediately register that you have survived, while the rain continues indignantly pelt you with water. The seas ahead look calmer than those you left behind. Your relief is short-lived. An enormous form crests the waves and bears down on Galleon with incredible speed. Before it can collide with your hull, it dives back into the deep. Tense minutes pass in which you wonder if it will resurface. When it doesn't make another appearance, you press on with caution. Bet you that was Dragon Bro helping us out. Though your visibility is low to non-existent and your heading is a mystery, you sense a glimmer of light far ahead, one shining beacon in the obscurity. Taking the wheel, you sail for Aethys. The seas are calm again. As the skies begin to clear, you make out a growing shape on the horizon. Ukaizo. Ornate spires reach up from the island, hinting at the city within. Not all of Ukaizo has weathered the millennia with equal grace. Other structures jut and lean out of the surrounding shallows, making the waters around the island impassable by ship. You resolve to take a skiff the rest of the way. Whew. Gonna get exhausted reading just, first 10 minutes of the stream. My goodness. We made it though. I'm proud of our team. We did good work. Good job, guys. Plenty of treasure for us all. I believe. Just keep doing your jobs and do them well. That's all I ask. Ukaizo. Alright, locate Aethys. Quick save. Alrighty.
Indeed.
Let's forward. Oh, that was the thing. That was the thing. The creature stares down at you with only dim recognition of your presence. Water drips down the tip of its mallet-like head.
Whoa, that's, where would you even stab something like that?
Madiko. Is that some kind of animate?
The construct turns to the sound of speech, showing only dim awareness of the meaning. It swivels its head back around to face you.
So alone. Never alone. Exokaizo breached.
A voice paws at your mind in a clumsy, unpracticed fashion. You feel something like the mental equivalent of a squint. What are you?
We're the gates of Akaizo.
The construct rolls its gaze towards the city.
We guard the silence of Akaizo. You are a disturbance.
Bronze plates grind together with a discordant shriek. I'm just trying to reach Aethys. He's the one you want.
Aethys has disturbed the bones of Akaizo. The old pacts permit him to pass, but you will go no further. Akaizo is closed. The gates are barred.
A wave of heat emanates from the Guardian. Before we settle this, I want answers about Ukaizo.
Our covenant with the Old Ones does not forbid questions.
Construct hesitates, its joints creaking.
The living were meant to forget Ukaizo. Nothing can be gained of remembering it.
This guy sounds like the voice actor for Amon in Legend of Korra Season 1. What do we got here? Chanter. I'd like to go through all these. I'm going to start from the 1 and go down. What use is being an ancient guardian if you can't tell stories of the past? The gates of Ukaizo regard you in disgruntled, calculating silence.
If a diversion is how you would spend your last moments of this life, so be it. The chosen people of the Deadfire called Ukaizo home.
Stares off to the distance, fixated on one of Ukaizo's many spires.
The outsiders were their contemporaries, full of wisdom, ingenuity, and terrifying ambition.
That sure sounds like the Ingwithans. Guess they got around.
The outsiders passed from the world. None of them remain.
Not all of them passed. But we got the one they left behind.
The construct fixes on Eder with a quick mixture of irritation and curiosity. Finally, it steers its focus back to you.
The Old Ones and the Outsiders traded, collaborated, learned, and built together. Outsiders augured the doom of the Old Ones. The rift unmade them both.
A deep thrum of power echoes from somewhere beneath the construct's carapace. What caused the rift?
The Outsiders coveted ancient Ukaizo. Its occupation was a hindrance.
Construct cranes its head around as if following the movement of passerbys.
Machines were built on a foundation of outsider lies. When the machines were nearly done, the Outsiders constructed bodies of flesh and bone.
Stretching its neck out, the construct mimics a height greater than its own. Go on.
Finally, the Outsiders fashioned the Guardian to stand vigil over their work. Our bond with the Old Ones compelled us to trust their allies. They offered us a trade, eternal life for eternal service. We were ordered to slam shut the gates of Okaizo for all time.
What happened when the machines went active?
The outsiders vanished from the world, leaving the old ones dumbfounded. Quiet gave way to chaos. Storms battered the seas. The sleeping hearts of mountains awoke with fury. When the last screams of the old ones faded, only we remained.
So no one has been here since the devastation?
None but the green colossus whose every footstep disturbs tranquility. You are the first kith to visit the shores of Lost Ukaizo, and you will be the last. We are depleted of stories, trespasser. May your journey through the wheel be an informed one.
I didn't come to fight, but if you bar the way, then I have little choice.
You chose death when you set your bearing, traveler. Prepare yourself.
Lunging forward, the construct attacks. Okay. Like I only got one enemy. Okay, this guy doesn't have crazy defenses. Well, that's good. He's resistant and immune to quite a few things. I'm just realizing the actual scale of this fight is quite large. Oh, there are more people. Can this guy not be engaged? Because you're not engaging him. Alright, and he's engaged on everybody. I think. Engaged on you. He's not engaged on you. Alright, I need you to back up. You as well. Alright, resummon. Hey, I do not want you to cast that on ogres. This is why I have to turn off your AI, because it's pretty infuriating how awful it is. Okay, we're hanging in there. The battle's kind of loud. There's a dude up in my face. Let's reposition this right here. Yeah, hang in there, bruh. Can you get one of these? Oh! You don't want to do that, please. Okay. You just got eaten. This guy's got some hit points on him. And she's gonna die. Alright, you're back. Well done. Let's summon one of those. Alright, and let's heal yourself. Okay. Gonna pop one of those. Alright. think that hits her. I don't think that hit her. Need you to heal her. I need you. Can you, like, actually do what? I know I... Oh, I guess it didn't save. Wait. This one. What? The heck? You don't even have that spell. Enemy nearest target. How about you just do this to yourself? You're still not casting this. Oh, you're getting bodied now. Alright, that was perfect time to cast that. Holy crap. Oh dear. You need to run far, far away. Where is everybody? You're over there. Are you engaged with everybody? You're engaged with everybody. I need you to run over here. You to run over here. You... Dang it, you ran out of that stuff. We're in a little bit of trouble here. Alright, I need you to engage this guy, please. Alright, run back. Don't get hit. Okay. We need an emergency cast. Alright, you're dead. So much for that. Who has the ability to res? I don't think anybody does. Because... Oh, you do. You do! Mwahaha. And you're stuck. Get another heal going. Right. I want... This guy's unharmed, apparently. I guess he healed quite a bit. Apparently you don't want to cast spells that I tell you to cast. Alright, you're dead. Alright. I'm gonna take the attack of opportunity. Alright, where's Homeboy Slice? Don't see him. Ah, he's right there. Oh, our paladin's dead too. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of this fight. Okay. This fight is a tough one. Got a lot of dudes. Okay, I'm gonna have to treat this one differently. There's no chokes, and I am getting... The fact that I cannot engage any of these enemies is the big issue here. Gonna make me reload, aren't you? Oh, I have to go through that entire conversation tree again? Guess so. Can't skip this. There is no peaceful way to go about this. So my new plan is I'm going to run up there to the choke.
Whoa, that's...
So alone. Never alone. The silence of Okaizo will be restored.
Alright. You're going to go run and sacrifice yourself. Right. Run up here. Right, healer. Run back. Me. Run back. You. Please attack. Right, where's my fighter? Fighter is not listening. I need to get off of this fast forward. Holy fudge. Slow it down, please. Also, why are my healer and my other guy up in people's faces? This is exactly the opposite of what I want right now.
I've reached my limits.
He's engaging two people. Alright, this is my only option.
Can't make it dance. Watch it. Feel this.
I need something stronger. This thing isn't doing the job.
That's not it.
With this. Feel this.
Guess you don't want to cast that.
Man, that's just rude.
Come on.
Guess they don't like my singing.
Alright, you're wasting spells.
Let us end this.
I don't need that garbage right now. Hey, you're ignoring orders. You're amazing.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Do I have to turn everybody's orders off? Like, Jesus. If this fight is not difficult enough as it is. Who are you targeting with this? Fighting with Kaizo. Corrosive Strike.
With this. Feel this. Onward. Trick.
That's, oh, you ran out of those heals. Wonderful.
This thing isn't doing
Move up.
the job.
The heal off.
Guess they don't like my singing.
Finish them.
Oh, we need one of these guys.
Guess they don't like my singing. Attack.
Right, I want you back here. Turn off AI. Turn off AI. running back. All of you guys, attack. I'm gonna take this one slow. Keep close.
Take that.
Don't succumb.
This guy hits hard.
Suck you do. Quit this.
Go attack that guy. Alright, we're gonna send you after him. We're gonna move up here.
Mind if we stop?
Alright. He does not approve of this course of action.
Mind if we stop? It's nothing, probably.
Why did you stop moving?
Only 'cause
Is
I
there a
like
reason for that? Hello? You stopped moving. And I don't know why.
Only 'cause I like
You know what? Oh, I could totally bypass this fight. That is hilarious. That is so funny. I'm gonna abuse this, and I'm gonna level it up. This fight is really hard. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. We got access to some new stuff. Alright, so we got a new summon. Summon 6 animated weapons. We're gonna do that. We got 2 points, so we can afford it. Let's see, we have this. Gain the Brilliant. Ooh. Ooh, holy moly, that is insanely good. We might have to go with that. What does this do? Those near death can explode. Alright, these are empowered stuff. 100% healing done. This is really good. Summons a skeleton. I don't really know what that is. I gotta go with this. This Brilliant is kind of insane. +1 of all class resources per 3 seconds. That's kind of huge. This is an insane buff. We're gonna do that. Wait, I got 2 levels off of that? That is hilarious. Alright. Kind of tempted to go that one. Got all the spells that I need. Yeah, well, yeah, I think I'm gonna go, try that. Can't believe I got 2 levels. That's insane. This, I want to modify. Where's all my phrases? Didn't I just get new phrases? Oh, I didn't. Derp derp. Derp de derp. Ignore me, please. I was thinking of someone else. This is 6 seconds. That's 10 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right there. Alright. Level you up. Okay, we get 1 point for Paladin. And their deflection. Pretty good. For 2 zeal. Get tough, uncanny luck, righteous soul. I think I'll probably grab righteous soul. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, and you can choose another chanter ability. Might choose this one. To have another thing to use stuff, since I try to use this when I can, but you know, I don't always use it. Alright, wow, we really did get 2 levels from that. I'm not tripping. Go ahead and grab tough. I was hoping to get this, but we're, I guess, a million years away from that. Level you up. Right, you got 2 points. We'll grab that. We'll grab that. Oh, he only got 1 level. No! No! Foiled again. I'm glad I got the healing one then, because that's the one I really wanted. Alright, 2 points. What do we got here? Strike an enemy with a powerful melee attack, dealing high damage and stunning them. Foes behind the target are staggered. Meh. Fighter refuses to be vanquished after being knocked out. The fighter stands back up. Yes, please. Okay. Fighter and their allies now gain the Resolute inspiration. That's okay. Fighter now recovers more health from each attack received. That is better. Right, you get 2 levels. Now I don't know what to give you. I can give you will defense. I don't know if very many enemies disengage from me. Go with that. More deeps. And let's level up the healer. Healer doesn't follow orders. We picked up this. A single ally is revived and healed. They receive the effects of Barring's Death's Door, and nearby allies are healed. Barring's Death's Door. What's barring Death Door? Aha. Okay. So we can get some of that. Cleansing Flame. Okay, interesting. It's a minor avatar of their deity. Gains bonuses to all attributes and weapon damage. 30 seconds. Yeah. This is more like it. Grab that. Okay. They're all horrible. I get one more thing. I'm thinking about just choosing Will. Minor avatar thing is not what I want on my priest. Alright, I'm definitely going to cheat here, and I'm going to save. I'm going to create a new save, and we're gonna try this fight again.
Something I can do?
Of course.
Yeah? Yeah?
Alright, everybody's AI is off. That's good. Okay, none of these are particularly amazing.
Could be a fight.
I want it to be a fight. Alright, this seems like it would be good enough. Alright, let's check out what these weapons do. I think we're gonna get 12 of them? That is not 12. You guys... Oh, you guys do have, like, your own little abilities. It's crazy. Okay, so you've got a bunch of little spells here. Let's try this.
Need something stronger.
Go ahead and get into this fight here.
Come on. I need to try something else. It is no use. I cannot get through.
I don't know if I like the dudes that much, but I forgot to change his thing, darn it.
No, that's not it. Great.
It is no use.
Alright, let's turn on your AI, man.
Perfect.
I need to try something else.
Got to try something else.
I was almost finished.
Not doing anything. Turn your AI on.
What do you need?
Alright, those guys are coming alive now. I need you.
At once.
Engage him. Wonderful. Got the engage off too. And I need you guys to back off. Summon more weapons. You back off. You back off.
I cannot.
Want them to get closer. Hey, I don't want you to do that. Alright, let's all focus on this one. You can do that, I guess. Really don't like how close you are. But instead, we just pop one of these. Use your resources,
I
didn't
need to try something else.
That's not it.
Can't make a dent.
Alright. Let's go back to the tried and true here.
I am ready.
It's nothing.
I need a bigger heal. Alright, you're dead. Go ahead and cast this fancy new spell that you got.
Can't make a dent. Wish I could have done something.
Okay, Jesus.
Mind if we stop?
Oh, this isn't going so well.
Need something stronger.
Tides are turning against us.
Need something
For some
stronger.
reason, you cannot use this. Ability is disabled. Da-da-da. Can you use abilities yet?
This thing isn't doing the job.
Turn on your AI.
I lost it.
I really need you to do that. Like, really need you to do that. Hey, what's up, Two-Face? I'm getting bodied at the moment. Not doing too hot in this fight. This guy healing? He is healing. Doesn't bode well for my future.
Be more careful.
Pretend you didn't see.
Oh, he just killed all of them in one hit.
Need some
Alright, so you're out of resources.
stronger. Need something stronger.
That's... Wait. Oh, I have the wrong person clicked on. Alright, we're gonna try some risky business.
Wish I could have done something.
I need you to back off. I'm gonna attack him.
I cannot.
Okay, that was extremely bad. Oh, did I mention that I am getting destroyed right now? Go ahead and do that.
Try something else.
Almost got one of these golems down. Go ahead and pop that for you.
That's nice.
Just wish I could see my people. Alright, one golem down. You can't actually do that yet.
Try something else.
Alright, now we got it. Move up. So you're right there. I'm gonna move right here.
Stronger.
Right. We got the spell cast off. It's a bit of a cluster up, yeah. It's crazy. And I want you guys to do that. So we got this brilliant inspiration, so you should start getting your discipline back. Hopefully. Meanwhile, why don't you cast some spells?
Matiko, I lost it.
Let's get our ogres back. You're getting bodied, sir. Why are you so far back? You should be all up in people's faces. Alrighty, you need to like heal your mans. Alright, next I need you to put a fiery crown on this guy to do more damage. Not sure I got it. Summon more of these. How was Darwin Project?
Let's try something else.
Gosh, Constantin, you're getting just destroyed, man. How are you doing? Alright. Ooh, you got 11 back. Alright.
Well, that's not
You need to get out of the way, man.
How about this? Onward.
Try something else.
More ogres, please.
How's this one going again?
No, that's not it.
Ooh. We're getting here at the moment. Once this guy dies, I'm guessing this is gonna revive. Maybe that.
Take that.
Why aren't you guys attacking? I need you guys to attack. Matter of fact, let's just summon some other weapons.
It is no use. I cannot get through.
That's not it.
Trade. I fear.
Let's just do that. Alright, okay. Second golem is down. Guardian is next. Alrighty. So, while I have the opportunity here, get behind him.
It is no use.
Go for the flank. Okay, let's try getting another crown on him.
Death to those who oppose the republics.
Gonna move you forward. Gonna cast another one of those. Oh, we got... I see a crown right there. So it looks like we already got it. Uh-oh. Let's see. We move you around a little bit. Hey, that worked out perfectly. And I'm gonna try to cheat a little bit. Oh, where are you going? Go this way.
I shall.
It is no use. I cannot get through.
Right. Oh, you ran out of those.
Moo and
Cast one of these. Okay, gonna move back. Alright, you're gonna move. Well, do you even need resources? Well, you do not. Go ahead and cast one of these. Have you cast a buff. Although, honestly, let's give some buffs, so go ahead and move in a little bit.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Go ahead, everybody.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Alright, it was good. Wasn't very focused, but it was all good. Glad you streamed anyways. Absolutely, man. I'm always in the camp. I mean, I think I already told you before that, you know, even if you don't think it's gonna be a good stream, you never know until you stream, so do it anyways. I'm in that boat, but you know, I understand the camp of, you know, I don't want to risk anything, yada yada, this and that, and that's perfectly understandable. All right, I think we're winning this right now.
Something else.
I want you guys to go around the back here. Guess I have to do this one by one because... Oh, what is going on? Alright, what you need to do is you need to move over here. Because when you start casting these... Oh, he's near death. What's going on? What was that? Did like 300 damage to all my summons. Wait, maybe I just resummoned my summons? That might have been it. Is there a reason why nobody's attacking this guy?
This thing isn't doing the job.
There we go. It was like healing or something.
No use. I cannot get through.
I don't know if you should be standing in there.
I cannot.
Go ahead and cast one of these.
I need to try.
Go ahead and cast one of these. You're getting bodied, sir. I mean, totally have the right idea. How long is this game, by the way? You've been playing it forever? This is actually what I assume is the very last area. Oh, you got a wound. Got him. Bah! I kind of cheated, but I got him all the same. No regrets. Not really any loot here that I'm particularly happy with. Whatever. There's a dude down here.
Trouble.
Kill this sucker. I think this game is probably 80 hours, maybe. I'm actually skipping a lot of the side quests. That guy's a lot of freaking hit points.
I hope nobody saw that.
I'm gonna turn everybody's AI on. A lot of content? Yeah. What's that one game that I'm thinking of? Divinity Original Sin 2. I spent 126 hours playing that. And I probably didn't even experience all that there was to experience in that game. Although I would like to say that I was fairly close.
I hope nobody saw
And then and then Persona 5, I spent like 96 hours on that RPG. That one, in my opinion, was a lot to deal with. You guys need to move out of that. I don't know what that is. It looks dangerous.
that must have hurt.
Yes?
While I'm at it, actually, have you go aggressive. turn on health bars here. Oh, fight's over. We got here.
Of course.
A reagent. Yeah, these types of games are
Take care of this.
pretty expansive. What did I pick up? Anything interesting? Like, no. I upgrade anybody's stuff? Inspiring demise. Maiming. Yes, please. Nothing there, nothing there. Good. Oh yeah, should level up this guy. Out of curiosity, Two-Face, what's the next game you're looking to get your hands on? Give you that. Are you just gonna stick with Darwin Project? Or are you gonna move? Are you gonna slowly transition over to that whatchamacallit game that's not coming to mind right now? What is that game called? Like the Tron looking one.
Need something?
We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna go like that for health recovery. I think tanking. Put that in there as well.
What? Only because I like it.
I'm definitely gonna save. That fight was crazy. Oh, this is interesting. It's very interesting. That noise. What happened to my stream over here? I guess I need to close your stream, Two-Face. I did have that up. Laser League you'll play once in a while. You don't see yourself getting too much into it. Think you're just waiting for some new games to come out and then you'll try them and see which ones you like. But you do want to do a playthrough of something like Hellblade or Bloodborne.
What? Whatever you
Bloodborne will be a pretty good one for you.
To think, this storm has been here since the Ingwithins left Eora. Little wonder that Ukaizo has been lost for all this time.
Alright, those people want to chat. I don't want to talk to them. They're just going to complain. Still don't know what to give this priest. Maybe I should just give her this. What does fit do? Constitution. One is on kills. Kills are not very common. How long does this last? Doesn't say it has a duration on it. Makes me a little suspicious. Versus deflection. Her accuracy sucks, though. I have nothing to give her. There's like not a single thing I want to give her. Here we go. We'll go with that. Everything she has is awful. Right. Check that out, please. Hello? There we go. Out these stairs. be suicide while the storm rages on. Now, you didn't play any of the extra content? You're gonna do a full playthrough would be spicy. Ah, yeah, yes it would be. A furious storm obscures the sprawling city below, but you can make out a shape of distant spires reaching up from the flooded ruins. Spirit winds tug on your soul with insistence, like a stern hand trying to pull a cloak from your back. So here we are. You look to those who accompanied you this far, who risked everything to face the confrontation ahead. I think we're about right now. How are you feeling about all this, Eder? Eder's gaze wanders among glinting archways and half-collapsed spires, his mouth agape.
Gilded Vale got its name from the way the wheat fields used to look in the sun. But this place really is gilded. Might as well be a different world.
In a way it was before it ended.
Ended. Yet here we are, all the same. These great people got a funny way of passing on. They disappear from the world, but leave their problems behind for the rest of us to deal with.
I don't really like any of these answers, so I'll go with 1. At least Aethys seems to be trying to correct that.
He does. I guess he's got that over the rest of them. God of redemption, trying to redeem the gods.
He shakes his head.
What a mess.
There looks to Aethys in the distance and sighs. Let's go.
What?
No dog food. Oh my goodness. Better go handle that. Anything over here? Over there. I'm curious of the point of this place. Go. I mean, I like what they're doing here, but if you're not going to have anything the Grand Promenade, then why put me there? Food for thought. Quick save. Crazy. Oh, is this what controls the storm? Though the device atop the tower spins in wild, blurring revolutions, the air around it is still and calm. You stand in the eye of the storm, which has cordoned off Andra's mortar from the rest of Eora for thousands of years. You see an antiquated control panel, its levers engaged in positions of activation. A deep percussion shakes the tower by its roots. Somewhere in the obscurity of the storm, Aethys rears back his fist to deliver a mighty blow. The control panel has weathered the millennia better than the rest of the city. A layer of dust covers the elegant glass tubes and engraved copper levers, which appear both intact and fully functional. I guess I have to deactivate it. I actually don't want to deactivate it because I don't want anybody to come here. But I guess I have to deactivate it because that's what we have to do. You grip the largest of the levers and bring it up to its starting position. The vibration of the machinery gradually slows and turbulent winds grow calm.
The machine controlling the storm winds down. The clattering of its machinery settles into a low whir and then, at last, hiccups to a halt. Beyond the tower, the black, roiling clouds of Andra's mortar roll away from the ancient city of Ukaizo, with only a tired sigh of wind to see them off. And on that last breath of wind comes to you a familiar sound. The ring of a bell.
Welcome back, narrator. We missed you. Before I move on completely here, I'm gonna throw up another stream for myself. On the side, you know.
The bell's ringing is soft, not the clangor and torrent you've grown used to. It calls to your soul, and your soul yearns to follow it. Your soul flees from your body and into the beyond, chasing that sound. It leads you at last to Bareth's realm, to that cold platform and room of endless doors.
Watcher, your journey nears its conclusion.
The pallid knight stands before you, her gaunt face impassive.
I like number 4. I'm gonna say nothing.
Soon you will confront Aethys for what will likely be the final time, and you will do so as the Herald of Bareth, the only creature on the face of Aora to whom he will listen. Remember that.
The pallid knight inclines her head to you, black hair hanging lank in her face. She steps back and cedes the floor to Helia with a small, resigned sigh.
If Aethys truly intends to go through with his mad plan to destroy the wheel, a generation's worth of souls will be trapped in the in-between. So many would suffer. How can Aethys be so cruel? He cannot just abandon them. Aethys must help the Kith find a quick solution.
Helia says. Abaddon strides forward.
Aethys thrust this crisis on the Kith. They did not bring it upon themselves. Their only mistake was in trusting us to watch over them. Who will help them rebuild their world now?
Aethys will reveal every secret of the gods. Will Kith be able to change the established order if they have no wonder to inspire them? Aethys must help them resolve this quickly, lest every one of Aora's few remaining mysteries be laid plain.
I'm gonna say nothing. Nobody's asked me a question yet.
With the wheel destroyed, Kith will tear themselves apart. It is the gods' duty to prevent that happening, lest they doom us all. And as Kith must be ruled, so too must the gods. I say that if Aethys is so eager to throw down the mantle of power and step aside, I shall take my rightful place as Queen of the Gods again.
You will.
Kith are strongest when they follow our lead, and we are strongest when we lead in turn. United in purpose with the gods, Kith can accomplish things that without us, they could never have even begun. They must be shown their boundaries to surpass them.
Kith will not solve Aethys' puzzle on their own. And without an established order to fight against, the bonds that bind them dissolve, and they fight amongst themselves.
Scan says, and casts a long look toward Wodaka.
It's so annoying that that flavor text isn't on here. Say nothing. Nobody's asked me a question yet.
Wodaka's firm hand is but the motherly smothering of Helia by another name. Mortals should have no special advantages. Only once Kith have striven to improve themselves through trial will they truly know their measure. Kith must suffer to find their strength if they are to survive the world into which Aethys drags them.
Gallo.
Our intervention in your struggle would be a cruelty and counter to our purpose.
Gallowayne says. He lets his words hang in the air for a moment. Gaze, level with your own.
Indeed. Kith must discover for themselves what it is they are worth, and of what it is they are capable. What we do for them, they do not learn for themselves. Trial breeds ingenuity. If our work of generations was not in vain, Kith will succeed in spite of Aethys' actions.
Magrin says.
I have faith in Kith's ability to meet Aethys' challenge. Do not mistake my words for indifference, Watcher. They are born from a fierce belief in your potential, not a refutation of it.
Still saying nothing. Been disrespected by these gods all game.
Margaret is blinded by her affection for mortals. She does not see that entropy is the destiny of all things. If Eothas were wise, he would destroy everything. End life, end reincarnation, end death.
See the inconsistency in the scene? Where's the homeboy Slice says?
Kith have had their chance. It is time to let silence reign.
As Rimmergon's words fade, the Pallid Knight returns. She no longer towers over you, a giant even among the gods, but meets you at your height. She lets the arms crossed over her chest fall to her sides. She speaks to you openly, plainly, an expression almost like tenderness, turning up the corners of her lips.
Well, Watcher, you know where we stand. What do you believe?
Hmm. Start from the top here. I'll work my way down. Will is your creation. You owe us your help in fixing it. Everything that happened, everything that will happen, the god's fault. We're better off without you. True change, lasting change, it demands sacrifice. The coming days will be hard, but we'll be better for it. Things are fine as they are. If we can't stop Eothas from destroying the wheel, we should only rebuild it as it was. I don't care. The gods did what they could. We'll take it from here. I don't know the gods of the wheel. I'm not sure of anything anymore. Say nothing. This one's actually kind of tough because I don't really like... I either don't like the answer or I don't like the direction the answer alludes to. I kind of want to say something along the lines of... we don't have the ability to stop Eothas, and convincing him to stop just doesn't seem like a possibility. I mean, yeah, he's mentioned that, or they've mentioned that we have the ability to, you know, change his mind, but that's not proven yet. It's just a theory. I feel like I'm gonna die at the end of this anyways, so I'm gonna say nothing again. I don't like saying nothing, but I really don't like any of these other answers. I don't really like them at all. So I'm gonna say nothing.
You have time yet to make your will known, but not much. You will stand before Eothas soon. Now the time has come for us to part, Watcher. I laid upon you a difficult duty. You will be free of it in time, but not now. You have work to do yet. You are no stranger to hard choices. You killed Theos, and when his soul was laid bare before you, you chose to return it to the wheel. You made his memory his penance. Remember the strength it took to make that choice, and know that you alone may sway Eothas now. When you stand before him, choose your words carefully.
She claps her gauntleted hands together, and a sound like thunder rumbles through the room. As the floor crumbles and falls away beneath you, you hear the sound of a single bell ringing, and beneath it, the faintest whisper.
Okay. Thanks for the follow, Sir Purrin. Purrin. I think I had it right the first time, but You know, life is hard. Consciousness returns in a wave as the last of the machine's energy dissipates. The calming of the storm reveals the sprawling city around you like sand wiped from a mosaic. You see the distant outline of Aethys rising his fist in triumph and purpose.
You keep falling asleep on me, I'm gonna have to start walking behind you with a pillow. Oh, by the way, the storm's gone. Also, I think Aethys has ended the world.
Eder takes a long draw of his pipe and nods as he stares at the Colossus in the distance.
It is good to see you awake. It seems the storm has passed.
She looks up from you across the city, her golden eyes scanning the newly visible horizon. Peering over the edge of the tower, you make out a distant shape amid the ruins below. An iron-studded warship has dropped anchor in the shallows, its cannons angled to the shore. The ship is nearly cracked in half, but the standard of the Royal Deadfire Company persists in flapping with the breeze. The empty deck tells you that the surviving crew have long since boarded a skiff and rowed to shore, which means you are no longer alone in Ukaizo. I like number 3, and I think it's the perfect time to just have that set of mind of just like, here we go. So I'm going to sigh and draw my weapon. That's not an item, is it? No. I can't turn back the machine, or turn on the machine, so that's interesting. Can I rest? I can. I have the stuff for this. Don't mind me. I mean, we're just gonna wait until the end of the world happens, you know. I mean, it's gonna take like 20 million days. Yeah. We got this.
Only because I like you.
Only because I like you. Alright, let's get out of here. The Grand Promenade. What if I go back to the shore, if I can meet them? I don't want them to get in my way. Oh. As the new Ikaru approaches, her weapon drawn, her face is bruised and cut and her uniform torn from the rough journey, but her eyes are clear and focused on you.
What you people from lush, bright lands fail to grasp is that Rauatai isn't a storm-tossed spit of land. It's the Kith who stand together there. Ukaizo belongs to us. We've earned it with blood and sweat.
We got another typo right here.
And no one shall take it from us now.
Why are we arguing about this when Aethys is destroying the cycle?
I can't stop him. Neither can you. But I can give my country a chance at weathering what comes next. Rauataians, defend Ukaizo!
You're really gonna scrap with me like this? That's kind of insane. But if that's how you want to do, move up here, you move here, you move here. Alrighty, I'd like to retarget this in the back here. Alright, looks like we got a good flank going. Go ahead and use your... Okay. Apparently, sight lines here are just not very helpful.
Come on!
Move up here a little bit. Are these things even good? I don't really know if they're good. Go back to the tried and true ogres. Do not break formation, sir. Jesus, there's just so much going on.
It's beyond me.
There's a new Ikaru. Do you have any priests? These are mages. I don't see any priests. Why isn't this expanding outward? Go ahead and take care of him. Looks like Hazanu Ikaru is good dead Zors. Did you cast like I told you to?
Come on!
Okay. Let's kill this guy. This guy's casting a nasty spell.
Missed. How about this?
Is there a reason why nobody's following my orders? Hello? You want to cast that healing spell? Any day now. Oh, you're still alive. You've impressed me. Oh, I should have summoned these guys. I don't know why I didn't do that. Alright, well. I didn't think they were just gonna fight me like that. Get a crested hat, that's pretty cool. Some superb stuff. Leather Mage Grimoire. That's cool. Pool of Aora. Ooh, and you get Consulhat's Corrosive Skin too? That's crazy. Hey, Lengrath's Reflection. We met Lengrath. Cool. Thanks for the loot. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Alright, so we need to go down these stairs. I am not talking to Palladina. She's gonna talk about righteousness and nonsense and stupidity. You know what? I should probably save. This is probably gonna be like the very last part of everything. I gotta be ready. Probably gonna have to fight this guy. How do we fight a god who's made of Adra and can survive giant tidal waves?
You descend into the ancient winding streets of Ukaizo. Battered by storms for thousands of years, the ruins bear the marks of their role as the lone witnesses of the god's great secret at the center of the city. The houses and boulevards are pierced by great spears of luminous Adra. There are no ashen bodies, no birds, no sign or sound of any life. But with every step, the rhythmic pounding in the distance draws nearer. Soon, you can feel the vibration traveling up your spine. As you approach the center of the city, the weathered architecture gives way to more luminous Adra, piercing the ruins, eventually overtaking them entirely. Cresting the top of a fallen tower, you finally get a clear view of Aethys. He stands, legs astride, next to a great stone monument ringed with 11 cavernous alcoves. All but 3 hold a gargantuan skeleton, bones scrubbed clean by the city's storms. An immense Anguithan machine floats above the monument, suspended by invisible energy emanating from a well of light beneath it. Great brass rings spin around a core of metal and Adra at the machine's center. Periodically, Aethys's massive arms swing back, The movement alone is enough to draw great gusts of wind toward him. When they come down on the machine, the impacts are accompanied by eruptions of electricity, fire, and smoke. The hundreds of luminous Audra pillars across Ukaizo sympathetically dim in a rippling wave that spreads out from the machine.
These narrators getting you know, a little hype.
The only safe route to the god is a steep ascent along a monstrous pillar of luminous Audra. Intertwined with fragments of Ukaizo's ruins that it has carried through the centuries. The pillar bends in a long arc, towering above the machine. The pillar levels out near Aethys's head, a silent observer to the destruction of the machine it has grown beside over thousands of years. You weave your way along a treacherous, rain-slicked path up the pillar's skyward side. As you arrive at the top, you catch Aethys's attention. Fist pulled back, he pauses to observe you. With the same gentleness he showed at Ashen Maw, he lowers his arm and turns toward you.
Here we go. Here we go.
To see Ukaizo in this way. It may be hard to picture, but this city was once full of life. The Huana, yes, but also kith from many other cultures. Great hanging trees shadowed these boulevards. Gardens sprawled across the open rooftops. Each spring, a festival procession would wind its way from the hillside into this valley. The celebrants would pass through a steep walk among the stalls of foreign merchants, flowers falling upon them from all sides. All people of all nations, together in a celebration of new life. Such was the power and beauty of lost Ukaizo.
If we don't fix this mess you're about to cause, the whole world is gonna look this bad. I mean, it's a mighty heavy load you're putting on our shoulders. I just hope we can carry it.
As long as there are people like you in this world, Adair, I truly do. This power has always been in the grasp of mortals. Now you will finally be aware of it. Now you will be able to decide what to do with it.
I want you to know, I appreciate what you are doing.
But Pallegina, you do so only because in this, you foresee the death of my kin. We have wronged you. We have wronged all mortals for far too long. But after this moment, you may see a change in my brothers and sisters. Humility can be good for the soul, even a god's. But what of you, Watcher? Why have you followed me? Have you come to bear witness to the breaking of the wheel?
Ooh. We've reached the end here, so I need to bust out my review notes here. Let's see. Drop that back down. Got a lot of answers here. Gonna look through these quickly. I've come to fight you. I feel like that's really unrealistic. Only to bear witness. I think I'm gonna go with number 5. Although I like 2 actually. I'm gonna go with 5. Only to bear witness.
You are welcome to do so.
I pressed 1.
I must attend to my final work now. I cannot delay any longer.
You have carried a heavy burden across the Deadfire, Watcher. Before I go, I would rid you of it.
No sooner have Aethys' words entered your mind than you hear one final dissonant ring of the chime within you, then silence. The knot that formed when the pallid night first addressed you and the beyond is now gone.
You are free now, as free as any of us can be. Many will come to you for help in the years ahead. Animancers, priests, even the gods themselves. I have great hope for you, but always remember that your future is for you to decide. Use your freedom well.
Aethys squares himself to the machine. As you move to a safe distance, he draws his fist back and resumes his assault. The blows rain down with increased fervor, but the machine perseveres in spite of his efforts. Spreading his arms wide, Aethys draws power from the luminous Audra clustered around the valley. The energy courses through his body, limbs overflowing with intense light and waves of heat. He returns to his task, each strike bringing with it the sound of cracking stone and twisting metal, the flickering of luminous Audra across Ukaizo. As the ancient machine finally begins to succumb to his strength, so too does Aethys' body, built to withstand the passage of thousands of years. The great Audra statue has finally been pushed beyond its limits. Cracks appear along the hands, then race up the arms. Aethys does not slow his assault, but continues unabated. Its brass rings twisted, the machine spins erratically but withstands the relentless barrage. Aethys stands astride it and pummels the base of the machine. Soul energy begins to flare out from the machine's heart, warping the air with the intense heat. Aethys drives his right fist into the machine's center, the core of metal and Audra. The god lets out a deafening shout, something between a cry of anguish and a roar of exultation. You see Aethys' arm shatter upward from his hand through his elbow. A flash of light and heat bursts from the core, accompanied by a cacophony of destruction. The moment passes as Aethys' shout echoes throughout the valley. Your eyes begin to recover. The god's work is accomplished. The great machine of Ukaizo has been destroyed. The wheel has been unmade. As Aethys' voice fades, the enormity of what you've accomplished sinks in. You have confronted a god. You have rediscovered the ancient city where the wheel was forged, and you have seen the wheel shattered. What comes next is uncertain, but already the legend spreads of the Watcher who survived Andra's mortar and stood toe-to-toe with Aethys.
I don't know about standing toe-to-toe. I mean, we didn't really do any of that.
Maras Nua's body finally goes still amidst the rubble of the Angwithan machines, yet it continues to glow. Priests and mystics have strange dreams of an island of eternal dawn at the eye of a storm, a port where the tide never flows out, a roadside tavern whose door leads only inward. As a watcher, you see what these dreamers cannot. The souls of the departed drifting toward the Audra Colossus and the twilit afterlife within. Whether it is a temporary haven or a permanent end will depend on what the Kith of Eora are able to accomplish on their own. And while Maras Nua stands frozen over Ukaizo, the gods look on the labors of Kith, but they do not intervene. They watch and argue, wager and conjecture at how or whether mortals will solve the puzzle set before them. In reaching Ukaizo and facing Aethys, you have accomplished the impossible, and you have done it without the assistance of the great powers of Deadfire. Your feats capture the awe and imagination of a world that needs heroes more than ever. Some say your intervention prevented Aethys from a far worse act of destruction. Many believe you will be the salvation of Eora.
And those people believe right.
With each day, your legend grows, as does the chaos in Deadfire. Ukaizo remains unclaimed, and the Efekia Channel becomes the site of a near-constant battle as the Huana and the Rauataians vie for control of the unprotected island. The Rauataians rely on their cannons, and the Huana call forth massive waves and beasts of the deep to sink their foes.
I wanted it to be unclaimed, so I'm happy with that.
And while they chip away at one another, the Valians and the Principi pursue their own ends with increasing abandon. Emboldened by their rivals' distraction, the Valian Trading Company seizes territory and mines luminous Audra at a startling pace. Huana villages are left at the mercy of unscrupulous speculators, and resource-rich islands are swarmed and stripped. To support their operations, the Valian Trading Company begins shipping ever greater quantities of supplies and luminous Audra to and from the archipelago. This attracts the attention of the Principi, who target these ships with increasing aggression. The promise of fat prizes draws even more pirates to their ranks. The Rauataians, as well as the Huana, are too busy to stop them. Despite other tensions across the archipelago, Port Maje remains a model of peaceful, productive cooperation between the Huana and the Valian Trading Company. Though they do not always agree, Governor Clario and Storm Speaker Ikawa work together for the mutual benefit of their people.
Good for you guys.
As the balance of power changes in Deadfire, so too does Nekataka transform. With the major powers at one another's throats, Nekataka becomes a maelstrom of chaos. Spies and smugglers follow the flow of refugees into the city, where violence is commonplace. Ukaizo remains the coveted prize, and Nekataka fades into an afterthought.
See what happens when you just don't respect me enough, Queen Onikaza? You know, I mean, I gave you a chance. All right? The game screwed me over once. But then there was a second opportunity, and you gave me a chance to come back. I gave you a chance to come back. You didn't take my chance. Now you see what happens. You know, I mean, like, sometimes you just gotta bend the knee for someone who is not worthy yet, so that you could just have a better future for yourself and your people. That's what you get.
Largely forgotten amidst more prominent concerns, the Gullet continues to be a miserable place, especially for those Raparu who flee to Nekataka seeking a haven amidst the turmoil. For them, the Grand City is a promise cruelly broken.
Yeah, I didn't really do anything there. Sorry, guys. I had bigger things to worry about in Nekataka.
The loss of Skiarilifus's essence weakens the Water Shapers Guild. Their power wanes and their influence fades. The art of water shaping survives as an arcane curiosity.
I'm actually okay with that as well, because it's kind of founded on a lie, basically.
Your brief encounter with Letharn proves deeply influential for the children of the Dawnstars. Plagued with nightmares and haunted by the deaths at Hesango, Letharn begins questioning his faith in Aethys. At first, his fellow Dawnstars chide him. But that changes as word of Aethys's deeds at Ukaizo spreads. After all, what business have they worshipping a god who denied his own legitimacy?
Okay.
The children of the Dawnstars respond to Aethys's sacrifice by taking up the lanterns and sickles of the Harvesters of Gone. They become pilgrims of essence, gathering souls across Eora and ferrying them to the haven within the Audra Colossus. Others will repair or rebuild the wheel one day. In the meantime, the Dawnstars will care for the souls of the dead. To the misfortune of many, a group of slavers remains entrenched on Crookspur. While they profit off the misery of Kith, No one is able to stop them.
I never went over there. That would have been one of the places that I was gonna go to if Ukaizo wasn't the last place.
Ships continue to disappear at the southeastern fringe of the archipelago, and stories circulate of a colony of vampires and gulls preying on their crews. Though your adventures alter the destiny of Aora and the balance of power in Deadfire, they also leave a lasting mark on those who travel at your side. Your companions find themselves changed in ways both big and small. In the days sailing back from Ukaizo, Adair keeps mostly to himself, reflecting upon the new, fragile existence his god has forced upon the world. He decides that if he knows one thing about the gods, it is that they are already plotting, and greater calamities will certainly follow. Ultimately, he chooses to remain with you on the Defiant, knowing if any mortal is to have the final word in a conflict with the gods, it will be the Watcher of Cadnua. After you divest Shodi of her virtue, she does not take the breakup well. On several different nights, you have to turn her away when she tries to follow you into your captain's quarters.
Dang.
Shodi is not a priestess who understands the meaning of subtlety. As such, she makes her girlish crush on Adair painfully obvious from the moment she first sets eyes on the strapping fighter. Early in your travels, Adair appears discomforted by her persistent flirting. He often grimaces when she sidles up to him, and he takes endless pains to keep their conversations terse and to the point. But after a little smoothing on your part to nudge them in the right direction, Adair makes an effort to view Shodi with an open mind. And Shodi begins teasing the veteran fighter in a more companionable and less amorous manner. After saving each other's hides a couple times and sharing more than a few laughs, the two form an easy, and you suspect, lifelong friendship.
I'm scrolling, but I can't scroll.
Seemingly lit with an inner glow, Shodi takes to a new life of mission work with gusto. She still is committed to shepherding souls forgone, but having realigned her goals with that of her fellow Dawn Stars, she now endeavors to help the living as much as the dead. As you travel the Deadfire, you find her sleeping better and laughing more often. When the time comes for her to return to her temple in Nekataka, it's with a clear wistfulness and much lip-biting on her part. She leaves you with her sickle and a hastily scrawled note. It reads, "A keepsake from a path once walked. Remember me, Watcher, for I will forever dream of you."
All right, go Joti. You know, I wasn't trying to get Eder and Joti to hook up, but I think it's good for her. I actually saw a streamer's end for Joti that ended up being a little dark, and I thought that was really crazy. So this was extremely lighthearted compared to that.
Aloth renews his commitment to destroying the Leaden Key. With the wheel broken, loosening the god's stranglehold on Kith is more urgent than ever. It is a lofty goal, and one he does not expect to finish in his lifetime. But if there's one thing he's learned from the Watcher, it's that a single person can change the world.
I wasn't big on wizards at the beginning of the game, but later on I got to the point where I liked my party composition more than trying to experiment with wizards.
Seraphin seems little impacted by your journey. Always knew the gods were larger than me, he tells you, on the evening he decides to part from your company. He's too long put aside those he cares most for. He confesses over a bottle of rum, and he's got leagues to sail to make it right. The following morning, he's gone, leaving only a crude stick figure rendering of Aethys, scrawled into the hull to mark his passage. The Valian Trading Company is initially furious when they learn that Pallegina had assisted the Watcher in claiming Ukaizo. In the chaotic aftermath, the company takes a more nuanced view of Pallegina's actions. The turmoil in the region allows the well-organized company to seize a number of valuable assets from their competitors. Though Pallegina is not rewarded for her actions, nor is she punished, the Dukes and Songreta agree to forget her support of the Watcher. She is quietly reassigned to duty in the Valian Republics, an order she gladly obeys.
Reassigned into the middle of nowhere, basically.
Time away from the Navy gives Maya Rua some perspective on how Rawatai conducted the Deadfire occupation. No sooner does she return to active duty than she voices her frustrations over some of the more underhanded tactics she witnessed and carried out in the name of the homeland. Her voice carries all the way to the Ranganui, who reminds his admirals that battles are won by superior tactics, but war is a battle of precedent, and winning is not always a victory. The people listen. She looks forward to seeing her brother again. So does Ashiza. Takehu distances himself from the problems of the Deadfire, giving the tribes a reprieve from godlike omens. And Gati's silence speaks volumes. The Huana grow to rely on each other, paving a new way forward divorced from their traditions. Soon after he departs Nekataka, distant tribes report of unusual and salacious water sculptures appearing on the shores. These quaint visitations are widely celebrated, the identity of the artist ever an open question.
You do you, Takahu.
He bids you farewell, suggesting that you seek your next adventure in a brothel or tavern, where consequences begin and end at the front door. He sounds eager to leave old conflicts in the past. Your pursuit of Aethys and your journey to Ukaizo signal the end of forces that have shaped the lives of Kith and the course of nations. The cycle of reincarnation has been broken. The storms of Andra's mortar have calmed. Yet each ending promises a new beginning. As the sun rises over Ukaizo, Kith turn their gaze eastward, wondering at what lies beyond, and at the world they will fashion for themselves. As the Watcher of Cadnua and the former Herald of Bareth, you return to your ship and begin the long journey home. You hope for calm weather.
My sails are not red. Check yourself.